Alright guys, it is time. I've already taken off this side of the bar end mirror just because I wanted to make sure that the thread for the new one here would work, and it will. I may just have to trim this thing up a little bit since I'm throwing that in there as well to make it all nice and flush on the bar end there. Otherwise, the tools we're going to need: Allen head, star bits, I believe just I think I got both metric and standard, but we only need non-metric, I guess. I got some star bits here if we need it, and then I've got a drill as well. So because I anticipate and doing the bar end lights as well, I'm eventually going to have to drill a hole right down there somewhere so I can feed those lights down where they would go, thus eliminating these ugly bullet style stock blinkers. So that's going to be the video today. Let's get into it. Alright, as you saw before I got the handlebar off, I just took this cowl off. It's pretty dirty on the inside despite my wash, so I think I'm going to give that a deep clean before I proceed any further. Otherwise, one other thing which I didn't mention before, set this down. Before I took the handlebar off, I marked a clear spot, and we'll get it with some Sharpie on the handlebar where I intended. It's going to focus. Anything but the handlebar apparently. But I Sharpied out a spot right there. That way I knew where to drill my hole for the bar end indicators. So next we'll be putting in the vise here, drilling that hole, threading some wires, and then taking off the old ones as well. Had to run to Fleet Farm real quick because the O-ring that they give you doesn't even work very well with it. So I went and got this 1/2-inch grommet. It comes from Fleet Farm, and I put one in there, so there's one in there right now, and it holds it all together a lot better. So it'll be flush at least, and then when you put it on right there, it should look perfect. So all I got left is putting those lights in, remounting stuff, and then the wiring of itself, which I'm going to remount everything and then do the wiring last, because I still might change the front cowl out for something different, and the wiring's all right down here anyways, so that'll be my next step. Alright, they're all in place and they look good. I was just testing them. They do work. I'll show you what they look like real quick. So they look good when they're working. But I just wanted to mention something that seemed really weird to me. So, if you keep the connection that's on there stock, this is how it would be. If you take this white thing off, it's a very short plug, and it's actually backwards. So, back there, it's very hard to see, but it's a blue wire on the right on this connection, and a gray one on the left. For whatever reason, as it comes forward, they switch. So then the blue one on the back right connects to this gray one in the front, and then the gray one in the back left connects to this blue one in front. So when you're wiring it, at least with the Motogadget set, you're going to, if you keep that connection, if you keep this connection here, the stock one, you can't always go back further and cut, but I'm keeping mine because it's easier and I'd rather have more wire than not. Then the blue one connects to the red wire, and the black one connects to your gray. Otherwise, you guys will see the final product here shortly. Alright guys, there it is, all done. Sorry it's super windy, I hope you guys can hear me. That's it from the front without those ugly blinkers. Looks way better already in my opinion. Shows a little bit more chrome, which I don't mind a little bit. And then from the back side it looks way better too. Much more low profile. The handlebars, I actually raised the handlebars up a little bit. I felt like they were too low for where I like to ride. I don't want my hands that low, so I raised them a little bit, re-centered, and felt out the controls on there and tidied them up to where I felt they were comfortable as well. So that's it for this video. I'm really happy with the way things turned out. I wouldn't change a thing. The only thing I would do differently maybe, and if you guys try this, you can do it at home, I would have bought some shrink wrap. So you can see those two wires right there. I wish I had thought about it prior to doing my wiring, of putting some shrink wrap around all four of them and then hitting it with a heat gun. That way it just looked a little bit cleaner, so it matched the rest of these, which are all shrink wrapped, all the wires. But that's the only thing different I would do. Otherwise, most people aren't going to notice those little red and black wires when you're looking at just how beautiful it is. As for next videos, I'm going to try and upload one of first person point of view, and then I've got parts ordered still, so those black levers are still not in. I got them from SS Cycles and they said they were going to be here last month actually, and then they never showed up, so I got to order some different ones from a different company. And then I'm also going to be doing a new halo LED light in there at one point, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.